What's good, YouTube? If you tapped in, you already know who I am. If not, my name is Caleb Jarrell. I'm tired of not being what I want to be in life, not being who I want to be in life. I'm tired of trying to live up to everybody else's standard of what I should be doing and who I should be, the things that I should be doing, the places I should be going. Tired of being fat and out of shape, tired of being financially not in a place to where I want to be. It's going to take you saying all of that, and it's going to take you getting to a point to where you're tired of being tired to really put in the work to change your life, to really be in a position to where you start to do the things that you say you're going to do. You start to be consistent the way you say you're going to be consistent. You start to be disciplined the way you say you need to be disciplined. It's just going to take you being tired. And that's what some people fail to realize, you feel me? A lot of people, we say we tired of this and we tired of that, but we continue to do the same thing, right? You're tired of being fat and out of shape, but you continue to eat the BS. You continue to not work out, right? You continue to go out and eat every night, eating fast food, instead of cooking your meals, instead of tracking the things you need to be eating, instead of putting the fork down. You're tired of being financially irresponsible, but guess what? We still make the same decisions. As soon as we get paid, we're going to buy things that we don't need, things that don't bring us a return on our investment, things that don't add value to our life, right? We buying things to please other people, buying things to get validation from other people, instead of putting your money up. Instead of having a mindset of what you're going to do with the money, instead of making your money work for you, we continue to be financially irresponsible. You're tired of the same environment you're still in your mom's crib, you're still in your pop's crib. You're still around people that you're really trying to pull yourself away from. But what are you doing to get out of that situation? What are you doing to make your circumstance better? Do you think continuing to do the same thing, if it's not positive, that your life is going to improve? What type of sense does it make? If you're not stacking your money up, if you don't got a job, if you're not working towards something, how do you expect to get out of that circumstance or that situation? Granted, I know some people, you may have got locked up. You may be going through certain times where you might not have the best control of your situation, right? But I'm talking to the people that's able to do something. I'm talking to the people that's able to change their circumstance, that's able to go get a job, that's able to have a consistent paycheck coming in, that's able to bring in income so that way the income can produce an outcome that we want. So that way when I know, boom, I got the job, okay, now I got the job, now I got income. Now that I got income, I'm not finna go out splurging my money. I'm not finna go out buying $200 Jordans every week. I'm not finna go out to the club every day or every weekend. It's gotta be now, okay, boom. My mindset is, I wanna get out of my spot. I wanna get out of my mom's spot and my pop's spot. Bet, what I need to do? I get paid every 2 weeks, right? So I'm putting the money up. Any bills that I got to take care of, I'm paying it. And the rest of the money that I got left over, I'm putting up. And if you still live in your people crib and you got all these type of bills, you need to evaluate your living expenses. Now, I know if your people making you pay rent and different things like that, it's a different situation. But if you stand with your parents and you have money coming in, there's no excuse to why you should be broke. There's no excuse to why you shouldn't be working out. There's no excuse to why you should be in the same position you was from last year or the year before or the year before that. But the issue is your mindset hasn't changed. Your mindset hasn't flipped to be like, okay, what do I need to do to get myself in a better position? And it's because you don't want more out of life. It's because your standard is low to the lifestyle that you want to live, to the type of person that you want to be. Instead of becoming better, you've become the same. You've adapted the same mindset. You don't want better for yourself. As a man, you should always be looking to improve. Not necessarily externally, but on the inside. And the more that you work on yourself inside out, then you improve your outsides. Then the things around you start to improve, right? The people around you start to improve. The women that you want to have around you start to improve. If you're that type of person, you start to attract more quality, a more quality type lifestyle, more quality environments. So y'all know I move, right? I moved 2 hours from my hometown. So in my hometown, I'm just evaluating like, okay, I know I'm the type of person. I know I like to go walking. I know I like to go running, different things like that. It's not too many trails and things or areas where I can even do that in my hometown. But the city that I moved to, I'm in Conway, right? So I moved to that city, and every day that I go, I'm walking, I'm seeing more people on the same type of time that I'm on. You know, as far as taking care of your health, as far as being in an environment where you see other people working on themselves or themselves. And that's what you have to be around. That's what you have to aspire to be around. Being in an environment of everybody that's wanting to improve. Everybody in the mindset of what do I have to do to take care of myself or be better. But when you're in an environment where nobody's having that same type of mindset and you don't see that going on, now you start to feel out of place. Now people start to look at you different. And it makes it hard when you keep yourself stuck in that environment. Environment where it's impoverished. You feel me? You come from poverty. You come from not having much. You come from people not wanting to take care of their health. You come from people not working out. You come from people that's, doing detrimental things and making detrimental decisions. When you set yourself apart as far as saying, I'm not living that type of lifestyle, staying in those environments become a detriment to your success, a detriment to your improvement. The only thing it does, it makes it harder to get out of it. So you have to do what you have to do and what you need to do to get out of those environments, to get out of those type of places where it's not serving you. Not the present you, but the better you. But it's only up to you to get out of those environments. It's only up to you to do the work that you need to do to put yourself in a better position. As men, bro, we all got to make sure we're trying to have our own. We're trying to be able to place where we're stable. You feel me? Trying to be at a place to where we're stable. Trying to be at a place to where we have finances coming in. We have income coming in. And once you have that income coming in, you have to be more strategic and more smart on the way that you spend that income. The things that you do with that income, right? But before doing anything else, your mindset should be having my own spot, having my own car. And once you recognize, the more that you work on yourself and you start to get these things as far as your own spot, your own car, all of those type of things, you start to recognize that you're able to take care of your responsibilities. You start to feel better as a man. It should be a reason that we're all continue to be broke. That we're all continue to not make smart financial decisions. So we have to be in the mindset of wanting to do better, wanting to be better. You feel me? And you can't start at level Z. You have to start at level A. A lot of our problem is we like to start at A and try to skip all the way to the end. You like to go from A to Z. You have to go from A to B to C to D, and you have to keep going. So there's a new level, and you can't skip these levels. You can't be at a spot where it's like, okay, I want to skip all the way to doing something else. No, sometimes you have to start from level 0. Sometimes you got to start at Domino's. Sometimes you got to start at McDonald's. And if you have a mindset to have your own business or to own your own company, whatever it is you want to do, you want to be a nurse, you want to be a doctor, sometimes in the midst of you pursuing that, you have to start at level 0. You have to start at the beginning. And the income that you have coming in, or the things that you learn in the midst of doing those things or pursuing those things, allow you to sustain at that next level. It allows you to appreciate that next level. Right? So before I had my own business, before I became a licensed barber, before I had my real estate license and different things like that, I had to start at Domino's. I had to start at delivering pizza. And in the midst of me pursuing the things that I wanted to do in life, I was stacking in my income and investing in the things that I wanted to do. Investing in the type of person I wanted to be, the type of man that I wanted to be. Right? Getting around the right environments, getting around the right people. And I had to embrace the things that I went through. It's some things that you have to learn as you go. I wouldn't have as much patience that I have now in my barber business if I wouldn't have never learned to have patience with customers and different things like that when I was at Domino's. I wouldn't have learned how to manage my finances if I was continuing to look at it the same way. I went from making money twice a week to making money once a week, or making money every day actually. So if I didn't learn from the 2-week paycheck, I wouldn't have learned how to manage the everyday paycheck, the once a week paycheck. So I had to go through messing up the money sometimes. I had to go through messing up my finances sometimes. But guess what? You learn from those mistakes. You learn from those decisions. A lot of y'all, the thing is, y'all go into situations like this instead of going like this. Right? So you go into it full force, thinking like, oh, I gotta buy this, oh, I gotta do that, oh, I need to get this, instead of being like, I ain't going nowhere next week, or I ain't going nowhere this month. Let me put this money up. Let me stack this money up. So I can go buy my own vehicle, so I can buy my own crib. And I don't have to rely on nobody else. I don't have to rely on asking somebody else to make a decision for me, or wait on anybody and waste my time. And I know with some people, you might not get it now. You might rather go ahead and buy the Jordans. You might rather go ahead and buy the designer. But I'm talking to the people that's, you're tired of waiting on other people. You're tired of hearing, oh, we can't do that this week. Oh, we can't do that next month. If you learn how to manage what you have, if you learn how to finally say, okay, boom, I'm tired. What do I need to do to change my situation? What I need to do to change my mindset? It starts with your mindset. It starts with your mindset. It starts with you. It starts with you figuring out the things that you need to do, the areas that you need to work on in life. And it's nobody's fault but yours if your life doesn't change. It's nobody's fault but yours if your outcome doesn't change.